Hello everybody, welcome to Technique Tuesday. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes here and see if I can see who's gonna join today. I am trying out a new webcam for this, so I'd love your feedback, just to know how it looks basically, because I'm not sure. Hopefully the video is a little clearer. I noticed that my videos were a little dark, so I invested in this webcam so you guys can see better. But while we're waiting for people to hop on here, I just thought I'd mention that we're into a new month, so our hostess code has now changed. Our December hostess code, if you place an order this month, is HXN AHXNW. And you can just head over to my blog, stampinwithlyndsayl.blogspot.com, and click on Shop Now to place an order, and then you can enter that hostess code. For all orders placed this month, you'll get a gift in the mail from me. So I'll just set that here so you guys can see it. So this is the card we're going to be making. It is a Christmas card, but it's a non-traditional colored Christmas card. So the colors we're going to use are mint macaroon, soft seafoam green, and so saffron yellow. So if you've got, I'd say pick 3 or 4 of your favorite colors from your ink collection to make this card, and I'll show you how I did it. So this is sort of like a reverse embossing technique, so you'll have to bear with me through this video. It will take a little bit longer than my other videos, and we are going to be using a heat emboss tool, so it can get a little noisy. So I'll set this up here for now so you guys can kind of see it. And I've got my grid paper laid out today because it's going to make a little bit of a mess making this card. To make this card, I am using the Peace and Joy bundle, so it's a stamp set as well as a set of dies. And I've already kind of pre-cut everything. So you're going to want to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This measures 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And what you're going to do is get some of your sponge daubers, I've got mine ready here, and your ink colors. Let me just set this over here. So here's my mint macaroon and my soft seafoam. Hi Gail, thanks for tuning in and watching. Glad you were available. I had to switch the time because I am getting together with my mom tonight. Okay, so I think actually I'm going to start with this lighter green. So this is the soft seafoam. You're just going to dip your sponge dauber into your ink pad, and you're going to just kind of make a tie-dye all over your white cardstock until all the white is covered. And it doesn't have to have any rhyme or reason to it. Do that one, we'll add, and I like to switch between the colors to blend them as I'm going. So I've got green by green. So again, this is the mint macaroon I'm using now. So the nice thing about my new webcam I'm trying out is it's not attached to my desk. So my desk is shaking lots right now, just because I'm sponging. And yet my webcam shouldn't shake, so that's one of the benefits of it. I find it's a little bit brighter too. We'll do some more of this mint macaroon here. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video just because there's a lot of technique involved with this one, but the outcome is gorgeous. So, soft seafoam. I love these sponge daubers because they just fit on the end of your finger perfectly. Sorry about the background noise if you can hear that. It's a little busy in my house today. And I am on lunch break at work, so it's gonna add. So you're just gonna keep doing this all over your Whisper White cardstock until, like I said, until there's no white showing. And just blend. It's nice to pick colors that blend really well together. You don't have to use these ones, but because this is kind of a non-traditional Christmas card, I thought I'd make it a little traditional by adding the green in. You could probably do red and green, it would look just as nice. You'd have to really blend your colors together. Sorry, a little silence here. So while I'm doing this, if you are watching this video and you're not a demonstrator yet and you're kind of curious what the benefits are, message me, because right now our pre-order for the new January catalog started today, and the pre-order is only available to demonstrators. So not only if you sign up as a demonstrator will you get a 20% discount always, you will get the opportunity to purchase products before anybody else does. And if you message me and sign up now, you can actually pick and order some of the new product already. There's no waiting period. You can order immediately new stuff from the new catalog. And over the next couple of weeks, I'll start doing some videos and posts on some of the new products so you can have a look. But you know, Christmas is coming, so I'm going to focus on some Christmas cards right now. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that, so I don't need these inks anymore, so I'm just going to put them away before I put my card in it, because I do that frequently. Oh, you can't hear me. Liz, you can't hear me, hey? Gail, can you message and let me know if you can hear me? If not, I might need to stop the video. Someone let me know if you can hear me. Liz says she can't hear me, so if you can't hear me, I'll cancel the video and try again. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me, Gail. Liz, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure why it won't be working for you. I am trying out a new webcam, but it's supposed to have a speaker built right in, so I'm glad that Gail can hear me. Okay, so we'll continue on now. Now I got my inks closed. Okay, so next step. You want to make sure this is really, really dry. If you have an embossing buddy, I would suggest using it. I'm also going to use my heat tool though, so just bear with me a moment. It's going to be a little loud. Okay, so I've dried it a little bit like that, and unfortunately our embossing buddy is retired, but if you happen to pick one up before it was discontinued, use it as well, and it's because you don't want your cardstock to be sticky from the ink. Let's put those aside here. Okay, so I'm going to need, Versamark, because we're doing some reverse embossing, and I'm just going to get a scrap piece of paper, and you'll see why in a second. I'm just going to get out my Peace and Joy stamp set, and I'm going to pick this cute little leaf sprig here. Plop that on my block. And now we're just going to use our Versamark ink to put some images all over. So I like to turn the stamp and get images everywhere. And I will stamp a few at a time before I put our embossing powder on it, because you can have several going at the same time. Put that one there, we'll do one here, Okay, so now I'm going to get so I've got my clear Stampin' Embossing powder. I'm just going to sprinkle that on. And this is why I use a scrap piece of paper, so that I can just shake it off onto, oh, see, I was still a little bit sticky on my card. That's okay. So anyway, so I do this onto my scrap piece of paper so that I can then put it back into my little jar. And I'm just going to get my heat emboss tool and I'm going to emboss this. Sorry for the noise. I don't know if you can see that change there. Kind of goes a little bit darker when the clear melts, I guess is what you would call it. Okay, I'm just going to get my embossing buddy and go over the rest of the card again. Okay, and we'll stamp some more images. Do one here. And we'll do one here. Yeah, always, when you're doing a background like this, always turn your stamp as you're stamping, because then it makes for a really fun background. Okay, and we'll do some more powder again. So you're going to do this a few times until your whole background has these clear embossed images on it. And you could pick any image that you like. I'll clean up my powder here. Set it aside. Heat emboss tool again, bear with me through the noise. And we just got a little bit more to go. Almost done. Like I said, guys, this would be a longer video because this is a little bit more of a complicated technique, but super, super fun. And there. Get our embossing powder. And clean it up. And then we won't need our powder anymore, so I'll just put the lid on it and put it away. Put away my scrap piece. Okay, one more time, guys. Put away my Versamark. Okay, so this is where it gets super, super fun. So I'm just going to make sure that this is cold in my, perfect, it's not sticky anymore. I feel like I have embossing powder everywhere. Okay, so now I've got my Memento ink pad and I've got a sponge dauber again. And now you're just going to go over the whole card. And you can see where I've embossed, it doesn't stick. So this is how you get those fun colored leaves underneath. And I'd probably go over this a couple of times or go as dark as you want. You also don't have to use black. You can use any other dark color. So I've seen people use our, I think it's Pretty Peacock is the name of it, Night of Navy, our new, what is it, Midnight Moon color would be nice. Or you know what it would have been nice on this card as well is one of our dark greens. So I could have done like Shaded Spruce or Mossy Meadow or Just Jade would have been a really nice dark color over these lighter ink colors. So we're just going to go over any spots I think need some more black ink. And you are going to get messy. I don't know if you can see my fingers. This is a messy card. Alright. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm put my little dauber aside and my Memento ink. Now you're going to get just a Kleenex or a paper towel and just kind of clean off your embossed images a little bit. So this will help with the mess that goes all over your fingers. And then see, that's all that extra ink that was on the embossed images. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside. I'm going to get my heat tool one more time, guys. Sorry for the noise. Just going to heat it up again. I just find it dries the card a little bit and it makes those clear embossed images a little shinier again, which is super nice. Okay. Perfect. How cute is that? So now we just need to decorate our card, just like this one here. So you can see I did some die cutting of the piece and it says on Earth. So I've already done that. I've got my 3 pieces here. So I've got a piece of vellum for the background. This is our soft seafoam cardstock, and then I'm using our black glitter paper for the piece. And what I've done with these 2 images, actually, I don't know if you can see how it's green on the front and white on the back. That's because I've used our sticky sheets. So this is what it looks like on the back of the glitter paper. That's your glitter paper. So it kind of turns your die cut images into a sticker. So it makes it really easy. Then you don't get all messy with glue because I'm already messy with all the embossing powder I've got going on right now. So I'm just going to take the back of my sticker off, throw that away. Just a little piece here. There we go. And now it is super easy just to attach it to your other die cut. I love that you guys are loving this technique. It is a little bit time consuming, but the end result is gorgeous and you could use it with any stamp set. Okay, so this one I've also turned into a sticker. So I'm just going to peel the back off. See how it's like sticky like that? And then I don't have to worry about sticky glue. Just put that on my vellum. And that's going to go here. So first I want to mount this onto a piece of mint macaroon cardstock. This measures, what is it, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And it's just so that you can get this little mini green border around the edge. And I'm just going to use my snail to attach it. I'm sorry, the snail is retired. We now have a product called Seal, Stamp and Seal. I want to use up my snail before I open up my seal. Okay, and then I'm going to put this onto a cardstock base. So this one measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to fold it in half here. Where is my bone folder? There it is. Oh, I'm getting ink on my card. See, it's messy. Usually I would get up and go wash my hands between doing this. But because we're live, I'm not going to leave you hanging while I wash my hands. So I'll just keep going. So again, I'm just using my snail. And I'll attach it on the front of the card where I left fingerprints so that when I give it away to someone, they can't see that I left fingerprints. Okay. And I'm going to put this little piece on with some mini dimensionals. So I'm just going to hide them wherever the wording is so that you can't see them. And I'll apologize right now if you can hear my cat crying. I always lock him out of the room when I do lives because he likes to walk across my desk, and then you guys wouldn't be able to see my video. And right now he is at the door crying because he's outside and not in here. Alright, so now I just need to add the little on Earth. So I'm going to use my scrap paper here. And I have to get my stamp out. And now this is soft seafoam cardstock. And I'm going to use the mint macaroon, or mint macaron, however you pronounce it, and stamp the darker green onto the lighter green. just like that. So it kind of keeps, actually, no, that's kind of faded, so I'm just going to redo it here. There we go. There you go. So you got green on green. It kind of keeps with the same color scheme of the card. I'm just going to get my little Stampin' Snips. Because unfortunately in the dies, there is no dies to cut these out, but they're just a simple rectangle, so super easy to just trim off and make however big of a border you want. Just like this. The sound is a little crooked here. Whenever you're Russian, you're always crooked. Oop. And I'm just going to stick that on with some dimensionals as well, to use 2 mini dimensionals. They're the perfect size for this stamp. And just like that. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Oh, how fuzzy is it, Sharon? Like, is it readable that you can read this? I'm trying out a new webcam. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this card and this technique. I'd love to see what stamp sets you use, so give it a try and post in the comments of this video so I can see what you guys have done. Have a great Tuesday, guys, and thanks for joining me for Technique Tuesday.